Main theme of the 2025 is the beat the plastic pollutions, and we have observed that several efforts have been given on the throwing out the plastics. Unfortunately, it is not happening. It's not actually still plastic exists. The problem is that you are running after the phenomena rather than still the sources of the plastic pollutions, because who are the producer of single-use plastics, they are the out of the purview of the whole scenario. You are just moving with the team in the markets. It doesn't end of the story. So problem is that the persons who are producing or the companies producing, he or she has to be fined and has to be banned from any government related procurement system first. This is first thing is very important. Second thing is that you have to go for the real time monitoring of the where is the plastic is been sourcing out and where it has been finally ended up. There is no real time monitoring system of the DOE and to track the whole pollutions of the not only plastic pollution but also air pollution or water pollutions. And if you can engage the youth with the modern digital device, with the particular app, and track the real time what is the pollution is been happening, and just straight away you do make a penalty or the financial penalty as much as possible, then you can at least ensure the minimum decline of the pollution. But that is not also maintaining. That are depending on the ill-equipped DOEs. Even DOE doesn't exist district level, whole 100% district level as well. So how can they will track the whole country's pollution? It is really unrealistic thinking. You have to go for the oversight mechanism through the youth entrepreneurship. You can engage the undergrad students for particular community that you should monitor through your mobile app and just real-time monitoring, do the pictures of this whole pollutions and video and send me in the server, and then straight away to monitor the whole which has been contributing the which sort of pollutions. Then you can tackle it very easily, but you are not doing. So that is fundamentally problem, that whatever you are telling, preaching, in reality the solution exists, but you are not going for that. I have an estimate, Change Initiative has done one estimate that if you spend 50 crore to 75 crore taka per year, almost 100% pollution can be monitored. Doesn't matter air or water, something like that. Only through the undergrad students it is possible. So that is fundamental problematic. When you are actually doing 8 lakh crore budget per year, you are not willing to spend 100 crore taka for the air pollutions, which is really devastatingly per capita. The loss of the people is more than 5 to 10% of the GDP. So that is fundamental problem of the mindset. And third thing is that you can engage the companies, corporate, the CSRs, real solutions. You are not going for the real solution. You are just focused on the advocacy. You have to go the sustainable solution, on the particular community-led solution, not your department-led solution, because ultimately all the pollution dumping in the community. Doesn't matter air pollution or water pollution or the plastic pollution. So how communities entrepreneurship model could be the game changer, and the circular economy approach could be the best way to do that. Whatever the waste is generated, community would manage, and everything will be managed by the community, and that should have a sustainable model. Otherwise, you would see this is observance or environment day might be the very much regular fashion business as well, but the real paradigm shift is really far away. I always say Bangladesh is a land of laws and policies. Such a country, you have hundreds of laws. We have environmental pollution law, biodiversity law, every law is there. The major problem is enforcement. And the whole DOE should be divided in two parts. One part would be regulated body and part would be the implementation body. It's a conflict of interest. Same inspector is implementing projects for pollution reduction. The same inspector is also engaged in the regulating, identifying who is the polluters. So it is fundamental conflict of interest. So that will not finally end up with the sustainable outcome. So the real solution is important. And also I am telling about that the natural rights approach should be adopted by the Ministry of Environment and Forestry. Otherwise it would not finally not track down. And sources of the pollution, not the DOE or the Ministry of Environment. Sources of the pollutions by other sectors who are not purview with the Ministry of Environment and Forest. So those particular sector like Roads and Highway Department or the Ministry of Transport or the the Industry Ministry, those should be accountable for why their their designated companies or designated registered companies are polluting. They should be prosecuted or under the purview of the whole accountability mechanism. And that is real solution, real willingness important. Doesn't matter. And that the current interim government could have something proper framework how to track the pollution and go for the paradigm shift potential. Rest of the implemented by the political government. This is not the this is not the responsibility for the current government. It is responsible political government. So that government has been failing at the opportunity, lost opportunity for them actually. They could give the whole framework for the future's generation, intergeneration justice. Tell is the crime is the humanity. So the whole paradigm shift would be transformed in the crime is the nature. Any crime against the nature would be the subject to the the capital punishment, and not only the the physical but also the financially, because there was a decision by the International Court of Justice in 2016 of the public prosecutor that any state sponsored activities or degradation of the forest or ecosystem, which is the crime against the humanity, will be treated. So that decision, that the explanation should be adopted by the main judicial system. And for that actually the political government is really important, because it is a matter of the politically adopted first and then go into the parliament and to adopt. Yes, Bangladesh will go for the natural rights recognition first and then governance and other the law systems, and that has been already replicated by the already implemented by the Ecuador, Bolivia, and some cases Bangladesh has also Supreme Court has done on the declaring the river as a living entity. So that would be the fundamental for